Hi everyone, it's been a long time since I've done one of these vlogs, but now I'm back. Now you might have been wondering, what exactly have I been doing this whole time? Well, I've been finishing up my research project, and that includes making a presentation, writing a paper, and trying to understand what the heck I did for the past 8 weeks. And you might also be possibly wondering what in the world I was doing. Well, I thought I would go over some background information so that you can understand exactly what I did. So a very rough background about what my project was. I worked with T cells and also Salmonella, which is a pathogen that can cause either vomiting or is also related to the typhoid fever outbreak, which you might know from Typhoid Mary and all that information about her. Salmonella can actually infect cells and then just replicate in there and then break out and cause havoc throughout the body. T cells are part of the adaptive immune system. So you've got your innate immune system and your adaptive immune system. So innate stuff is more like macrophages, just doing basic killing of bacteria, whereas your adaptive immune response is more specific killing of different antigens on top of your pathogens. Now an antigen is some protein or just some molecule that your adaptive immune system will recognize as a bad thing and will start replicating more of these T cells to help fight this infection. Now your T cells have receptors on them and they only recognize a specific peptide. Now you're generating tons of different receptors on your T cells, and each T cell expresses only one type of receptor. A T cell that recognizes its antigen will be saved for memory later, and the next time that it comes in contact with the antigen, it will proliferate a lot faster than the first time that it saw the antigen. So what I did was I had Salmonella that had a specific peptide attached to them so that it would be presented to a specific type of T cell. Now the reason why we want to use some peptide that we attach to the Salmonella is because this T cell population has been shown to recognize this one peptide, which is called 2WNS. And I could go into way more detail about that, but I really don't want to because it doesn't really matter for you guys probably. This T cell population in its naive state, which means that it hasn't seen this antigen before, is at a high enough level that it can be detected by a flow cytometer, which I can go into more detail later. So this machine will detect how many cells are passing through for a specific receptor. It is such a high population in a naive state that we use it because all the other antigens that these T cells might recognize, there might be like 15 individual cells throughout the entire mouse that we're using, whereas this 2WNS specific T cell will have somewhere around 100, 200, somewhere in that range of T cells. So we can really see the starting population and see it expand to higher population levels. So that's a basic background into what my project was. If you have any more questions, write them down in the comment section down below. Please let me know if anything is unclear at all, and hopefully I can walk you through what my project was in later videos. So, having said that, I hope you learned something new, and I will see you later.